a better way to end my term as board chair than to be part of this celebration honoring two exceptional individuals for their achievements. ADP, one of our long-standing purchasing partners, is a proud sponsor of the 2011 Achiever of the Year Award. We appreciate their support of this award and of the Goodwill mission. I'd like to invite Bob Santon of ADP to join me on stage to say a few words and to introduce a video presentation.
No, it's a video.
Cheers, winner. Bob.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here as a supporter and a business partner at Goodwill. So thank you very much. And thank you, Bill. Good luck. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. So good evening. On behalf of ADP and its associates, I'd like to thank you for the honor for presenting this year's Achiever of the Year Award to Chad, who I've had the opportunity to sit and listen to some great stories from him and from his peers. ADP is honored to support Goodwill, and the reason we find it very easy to support the Goodwill organization is because of three things: your mission, your values, and your vision. Right? Clear mission, great values, clear vision on what you want to do and how you help the community. So that's one of the great things about Goodwill, and the reason why ADP will continue to be a supporter and a sponsor of the organization. So cheers to you and cheers to your achievements. So as we're going to see shortly, Chad came to Goodwill as one of the service recipients. Right? That's one of the things I learned about his background. And interestingly, his life and his career within Goodwill has taken a 180-degree turn. Right? So today, he's an administrator in an IT department, and he's actually now serving over 230 associates, right, through support in inland Northwest. Yep. Right, we got that right. That was a tongue twister. So, you know, it's interesting, right? Learning, giving back, and helping others grow and develop. It's one of the foundations of what we look for in ADP, and it's one of the things I think that I've had the opportunity to hear stories amongst his peers at the table tonight, and kudos to you. Kudos to you. So, in final, but this is really about you. So we also wanted to make sure that I've heard a couple of different things about Chad. Most valuable player in the organization, a SharePoint genius, but you're not allowed to recruit him. Hands off, you're not allowed to touch, or send him little emails about come help me, and I need you over in my center and help me. So there's a little saying that I found on the internet the other day, and it said, I've never heard this quote before, but I thought it was pretty interesting. They say, fortune favors the brave, and adversity fears the committed. Right? It's an interesting one. I've never heard that before. And I think, and I caught my eye because I was thinking about what I was going to say. I didn't have the opportunity to meet Chad. I had read a profile of him, but I really kind of thought about that, and I said, it kind of hits home from what I had learned about you. So again, this is about you, and congratulations. And why don't we all learn a little bit more about Chad together through this video clip.
Chad, you want to fix that?
When
get out in the woods, something that's totally different from in the building at Goodwill, and just it gives me freedom. There's no phones, no wires, no computers. It's nice to get away.
I'm proud of him. I couldn't be prouder because I think he succeeded a lot from where he was and from where people has told him he would never do it. He showed people that he can do it.
Winning this award makes me feel proud, successful, like I made it. You know, I'm on the right road. I'm headed towards where I need to be.
Chad's story is certainly a fundamental transformation from student to teacher, and that in itself is an embodiment of Dr. Helm's vision of helping people help themselves and ultimately helping others.
Stand up.
Test. I think it works. I want to thank Goodwill Spokane, Clark, WDSS, my parents, everybody that has helped and supported me through the years, and it just means a lot that, you know, I'm where I need to be, and, you know, many years at Goodwill, and hopefully future years at Goodwill. And thanks. And I enjoyed Rochester. It's a good place. You know, I've got some extra tours that I wasn't planning on doing, but we got to go to the I don't remember what it was at, but we went on the wrong boat, and so we had to end up coming back downtown and going on the right boat. Yeah, it was good, but I liked it, and thanks, and we'll see y'all later.
Got thrown over Clark.
Oh yeah, Clark, get back up there.
That was good, man. Thanks. Congratulations.
I didn't know what I was going to say.
Chad, congratulations, and many thanks to ADT. We really appreciate it.
Thanks.
In 2008, GI's Graduate of the Year was renamed to honor 40 years of exceptional service by the late Kenneth Shaw, who served as the Director of Rehabilitation, Research, and Leadership at what was then known as Goodwill Industries of America. Ken Shaw helped establish Goodwill Industries as a premier provider of rehabilitation and related services. His advocacy before the federal government helped create the language for the landmark Americans with Disability Act and other critical legislation that Goodwill still benefits from today. For several years running, Dell has graciously sponsored the prestigious award. I'd like to invite Beth Johnson, Program Manager at Dell and a longtime friend of Goodwill, to present this year's Graduate of the Year award.
may not realize this, but Dell and Goodwill actually have something in common. That is a mission to help others. Goodwill provides training and services to people so that they may gain meaningful employment and enrich their quality of life. Dell provides technology and services to help people meet their goals and reach their dreams. So both Dell and Goodwill enable people the power to do more and the power to be more. Imagine over 100 years ago when Edgar Helms was just beginning Goodwill. There were no computers, no printers, no email, not that that's really a bad thing, no cell phones. Imagine the daunting task of serving as many people as he did without the benefits of technology. Okay, so kind of fast forward 100 years or so, and last year, Goodwill agencies in the US and Canada helped over 2 million people receive training and services that they needed to be successful. So just imagine again how many people the Reverend Helms could have served if he just had a computer. So now, computers actually do reach their end of useful life, and Goodwill and Dell are working together there as well. So there are over 100 Goodwill agencies that work with Dell to responsibly recycle computer equipment. In fact, since 2004, over 190 million pounds of computer equipment has been responsibly recycled through the Dell Reconnect program, and we put over 250 people to work. So together, we're serving our communities, we're protecting our environment, and we're putting people to work. So this is not a sales pitch at all, but I just wanted to let you know, it may not always be apparent, but Dell and Goodwill do share a common goal to empower people. We both provide the tools and the resources that people need to do more and to be more, and it's for that reason that Dell continues to be a sponsor of the Shining Stars Banquet year after year. So I want to congratulate, and on behalf of Dell, I want to congratulate all of the nominees for these awards. Holy cow, I can't even imagine being on a committee and having to narrow down to pick these 2 people that were recognized this evening. So, and I don't know, by the way, whose oversight it was not put tissues on the table, but that's my formal complaint that I'm registering right now. Big oversight. Anyhow, so, but I do want to say that, you know, we're here tonight to congratulate and recognize the Graduate of the Year winner. Mighty Mike here. It's been a pleasure to talk with you this evening. Brief story. On the plane ride over here, I didn't even realize this until I got here yesterday. On the plane ride, Mike and Wendy were on the connection from Chicago here to Rochester, and I didn't know them. I mean, I'd seen a picture of Michael, and of course he's shaved his goatee and his everything. I don't know, you know, I didn't recognize him. So anyhow, they're, you know, Wendy comes in, and it's only like the plane where there's 2 seats on one side and 1 on the other. It's the tiniest little thing, scary, flying into Rochester. But anyhow, flying in or boarding the plane, I'm sitting there, and Wendy comes up, and she's got to climb over top of me to get by the window seat. And then she's like, well, Michael, go 5 back, or you're in row 15. So naturally, when you're traveling together, you like to sit together if you're, you know, with your people. So I was like, oh, would you guys just like to, you know, sit here? I can move back there. No problem. So they got to sit with each other. Not that I'm looking for any recognition for that, but I mean, I just thought it was kind of a small world, you know. And so they got to ride on the plane together, and it was. And then I recognized them last night, getting ready to head out. So anyway, it was a nice moment. But anyhow, so Mike, I wanted to just say that, you know, Mighty Mike here is being recognized as the Graduate of the Year. He's demonstrated a very strong commitment to personal achievement. He's found meaningful employment, which he's just talked at length about. You can tell he just is really passionate about it and really enjoys it. And he continues to grow and thrive as an individual. So please join me. We also have a video to watch of the 2011 Kenneth Shaw Graduate of the Year, Mr. Michael Bowling.
say TAC is great environment, new challenges every day. I stay in a good mood because I love what I do, and I do what I love. My name is Michael Bunnan, and I'm a janitor at Capitol Building Maintenance. An average work day for me, I catch the bus and then I ride down to the Tacoma Dome station and then transfer buses going to the airport. As part of my job, I maintain the concourse, sweeping, washing chairs, dusting, cleaning the laboratory, keeping everybody in check, including myself.
Michael Bowling has a great work ethic. We have over 30 million go through the terminal every year. That's a lot of traffic. He's not just cleaning, he's an emissary for the entire airport in the Port of Seattle.
I like working with Mikey because he's a hard worker. If you notice, in Mikey's uniform, his knees are wore out. Mikey is always down there getting that extra, in that extra corner, that extra groove, and will inspire me to do more.
Michael's a good example of how jobs change people's lives. Michael is an incredible young man. He is a young man who's determined to go to work. He just needed a little bit of help.
My disability is a cerebral palsy. Does play a part in life. People look at you differently and you want a fair shot in the world. A friend of mine suggested to go to Goodwill Industries, check it out. He got an application, he filled it out for me. We went from there.
Through the Choices program, Michael was able to learn good interview skills and how to approach employers. And then from there, he just learned to kind of advocate for himself and convince the employer that he was the one that they needed to hire.
I said, I really need to have a job right now. I said, I'm not going to beat around the bush, but just give me a chance and I'll show you what I can do.
When Michael first came to Goodwill and when he first came onto my caseload, Michael was a different person than he is now. He used to get very upset easily at work, but now, you know, working with Michael all these years, he's gained that confidence in himself to talk to us about his problems.
He helped me in a variety of ways. One is she gave me the confidence and the courage that I can do anything that I put my mind to.
Michael's key strengths are he is very determined. He has no problem saying, these are what my goals are. What are you going to do to help me?
I got my motivation from my mother. My mother knew I could be someone. There's no chance in my lifetime that I couldn't.
I'm proud of my son. I'm proud of my son. Anything he does, I'm proud of him.
I think Michael's story is an inspiration, especially during the hard times that everybody's facing now. He speaks to a group of his fellow peers.
And self-determination is the key to everything. Self-motivation. My main message is if I go through these things, you're going to go through them. All you got to do is believe in yourself.
I think Michael is a good role model for people coming to work because he did it no matter what no one said. They said he can't make it. He proved them wrong.
I see myself 5 or 10 years working as a consultant with people with challenge and disadvantage needs. Or alongside the Port of Seattle and the CEO. They need an advocate like me, somebody who has guts, someone who is not afraid to speak up and speak out. Don't care if you're a quadriplegic, don't care if you're visually impaired, don't care if you're verbally challenged. I think everybody has something to be desired. And I firmly believe it.
you very much. It's a great honor and privilege to stand up before you. First of all, I would like to thank Goodwill Industries for pushing me, or prodding me, whatever. How much does that thing weigh? Gee, it's worse off for crying out loud. All right, jokes aside. Okay, the fun hasn't started yet. I'm still working here. I would like to acknowledge Bob Kenwick, who is actually here. And funny story was the fact that who want to hear about the backpack store? Okay. All right, one person, two people. All right. What the heck am I doing standing up here? All right. Yeah. Once upon a time, I was actually was a little kid, and my mother, she follows me everywhere, even though I don't like it, but she does. Nags me, okay, Mikey, take off your coat, take off your jacket, put your $10,000 backpack, and I just carried it like a ton of bricks. Even today, some people be nagging me, take your backpack off. Take it off, take it off, take it off. Took it off, sat down on the seat, my mom left. See, because that shows me that my mother has always been in my life. And if you really, really look inside yourself, you can understand that mothers know best, no matter what. But you know, my grandfather, in that photo, sweet person, left his grandkids a whole heck of a lot. I miss him. Miss my grandmother too, but both of them. But I would like to thank Terry and Richard and all the Goodwill team and the international team, Lauren, Jenny, Charlene, and the committees, and just tell them thank you for nominating 2011 Kenneth Shaw. Since 1960s, I believe we haven't had a